Oh, that's terrible lighting. Full length headers for it. Power steering pump. This thing, ow. Oh, ow. Alright, this time on Lefty's Fabrication, we're working on the DeSoto again, and we reveal what the special project is. I'm super excited, but let's get this rolling. Just kidding. This truck doesn't run, but it is a 1960 F100 Ford pickup. Look how beautiful this thing is. I'm super excited. This is gonna be awesome. Came with a bunch of parts, and I'll show you in just a second. But this thing's totally stock. Has a straight 6 in it that does not run. All the freeze plugs came out of the engine. It says 16,000 miles on the odometer, so I'm assuming that's 116. So it's not a whole lot of miles, but for an old truck like this, that is quite a bit. But yeah, the engine does not run in this thing. It needs a bit of work. It used to be an old farm truck, and then through Brian getting it, I got it. Yeah, it's mine now. Sorry, Brian. I have a very special surprise in store for this truck, but that's coming up later. And now I'm going to show you some parts that I got with the truck. This is exciting. Is this 302 V8. Had quite a bit of work done to it. It's got a big fat cam in it, so it should be really fun. Down here we have the intake manifold and carburetor. They are both Edelbrock. The intake is a Performer. I couldn't tell you what the carburetor is other than it's a 4-barrel. Nice new valve covers. Well, not brand new, but new to me. And a set of long tube headers. I will tell you all my plans for the F100 when the time comes. However, we are going to keep that a secret for a minute just to keep it interesting and keep working on the DeSoto.
Hey.
Yo.
Did you forget to announce the winners of your Comment-a-palooza?
Oh yeah, the Comment-a-thon.
Oh, that thing.
Comment-palooza? We need to come up with a name for that. But no, I didn't. Woo! The winners of the Comment-palooza Comment-a-thon thing are Seth DeGraff and Reed, a buddy of mine from high school, and M.Berg89. Don't know you, but glad you're a good guesser. Thank you for participating. I'm super excited that this went as well as it did. The question was, what is the new project that I got? And the answer was a 1960 F100, and these two guys got it right. They were the first ones to get it right anyway. So good on you guys. You are the winners. And now there's dirt everywhere. Anyway, thanks. There'll be another one in the next episode. Alright everybody, it is time to clean the heads so that I can check them. Now the best way that I know of, and what I've always done, is used an angle grinder with a wire wheel. As long as you're gentle and don't push too hard, you just kind of let the wire wheel do its thing, should be fine. Unless you have aluminum heads and or an engine block, which would be stupid to use a wire wheel on. If you've done that, you've ruined your engine. Anyway, use one of these guys, just let it sit and do its thing, and you'll be fine. Please, please, please wear safety glasses. And also, at least a long sleeve shirt, which I do not have, so I'm probably going to end up pulling some of these wires out of my arms later. But that is what we're doing now, so cut to it right... is there anything else? Nope, I'm good. Okay, bye. We're going to start where we left off last time. We're going to get these heads cleaned up, and we'll take a good look at them. And try not to hurt ourselves. And now that we have the heads all clean, I'm going to use this really bright light to check them. I don't know if it's my straight edge or if the heads are in fact warped, but I can see light on this cylinder right here. This guy. know what, you guys? I don't think my straight edge is very straight. Now, I don't know if this is my straight edge, or if it's just me, or if some otherworldly thing is screwing with me right now, but I'm seeing the exact same thing on this head. It's my straight edge. After a fair amount of deducing, I surmised that my straight edge is not very straight. So, that kind of defeats the purpose. So, I'm going to use this guy instead. It's brand new. I haven't screwed it up yet. Where's the salt at? So, we're headed for round 2. Hopefully this one goes better. I really hope so, because it was really, really bad before. There was a lot of light coming through there. After an obscene amount of every time I walk over here, it stops blinking. Alright, back to it. After an obscene amount of checking these heads over and over again with various straight edges, I'm just gonna have the professionals do it because apparently I don't know how to use a straight edge. Alright, had some free time, so figured I'd come back out and work on the car some more. But I have some issues. One is I don't have money for parts, which is really unfortunate because I think my wedding is in 33, 34 days, somewhere in that range. Just trying to get anything done that I can without spending money so I can make the most progress possible. So I figured I'll take the water pump off, make sure it's in decent shape. Take one bulb out because it's blinking. This one is fine. Now it's doing this shit again. Use some grease. That's no biggie. Plop some in the grease zerk and move on. I thought that was going to look a lot worse than it does. So, this works. And now it is time for this week's honeydew intermission. This is not my most favorite chore ever. Our sprinkler system is moderately busted, so I have to manually turn them on and off, and turning them off really, really blows. Try and beat the sprinkler. Where are you? No, not, no! Oh, I'm wet. Are you okay? Ow, God. I'm trying to get the engine to turn so I can clean the tops of the pistons get it nice and broke loose, but it is rock solid right now. So pulled the valley cover off, see if any of the hydraulic lifters were stuck, and it seems like a couple of them are a little bit. So I put some penetrating oil on those, and I put a bunch of penetrating oil on the pistons. I'm gonna leave them overnight, let it soak, and then we'll see where we can get tomorrow. That's where we're at. The clock is ticking, and I am behind. Everybody, meet Leo. He's been around a little bit, sneaking through my videos. Oh, Leo, I'm trying to talk. Leo. He is our handy cat. He's super, super cross-eyed. He also has no teeth, but he is the most loving old man. Oh, you're a good cat. He's super cool. Some not so great news. It's a huge bummer, and I actually am really sad about it. Our shop cat Frank, if you remember him from episode 1, he has been missing since the day I uploaded that video. He has now been gone for a week. I just think he's out doing cat stuff. However, he is missing, and I'm bummed. The engine is still stuck where it's at. It is very... what was that? The engine is still very solid. It will not turn over. I have put my biggest breaker bar on the crankshaft and pulled really hard. It will not move. So the penetrating oil did not work. And I don't want to pull on it too hard because I don't want to break anything. But there is another trick I can try. If you've never done this before and you're trying to get a seized engine to turn, you cannot get it to turn off of the crankshaft. What you should do is pull the starter out. And then use one of these guys. This is kind of a small one, but the engine is in the car, so I don't have that much room to move, so it'll be perfect. Now, I already have the starter out of the car. Oh my. If you haven't realized by now, every single part of this car is just super heavy. The thing weighs 2 tons. It's ridiculously heavy. It's barely under 4,000 pounds. Anyway, we're gonna get back underneath the car. It's already up on jack stands. See if we can't get the engine to turn 1 tooth at a time. Alright, been a super productive night. I'm really, really happy with the progress. As you might be able to see right there, boom, I got all the machined areas of the block clean, and I also got the pistons clean. I was super happy about getting the engine free turning. It spins really easy now. It's perfect. I am super happy with that. The cylinders all look good. So that is a really high note for the night. So I'm going to drop the heads off after work tomorrow. I got my heads back. Probably should quit screwing around and work on the car. I'm freaking the out. I really, really am worried I'm not going to get this done. I miss this bike. This is going to be a fun one when it's done. And this is going to be the next project we work on after we get the DeSoto running and driving for my wedding. If it doesn't happen, I might cry myself into a coma. Should I get down that way or that way? That way is a big drop, but safe-ish. That way, small drop, mini hazards. Big drop, little drop. Little drop. Well, everyone. everybody. I think I'm going to conclude episode 2 right here. I'm running out of time and kind of freaking out. So I'm going to get a bunch of work done if I can, and I'll film whatever I can, but I have to start editing this video because everybody's been like, "Hey, man, when's the next episode coming out?" And this is it. So I'm glad that I could fulfill that. I'm honestly really glad that people are like, "Hey, when's the next episode coming out?" Because we're kind of tired of waiting, and that's really cool. I appreciate that people look forward to seeing what I do next, and I hope that I really hope that this episode kind of lived up to the first one at least. I understand if it really wasn't all that entertaining. I have been freaking out about getting this car done, and not only that, but that Frank is still gone. I think today is day 14 or 15 that he's been gone, and that's a huge downer. But I do want to say thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, you are amazing. If you like what we're doing and you want to keep seeing more, please subscribe and make sure you turn on the notification bell to know exactly when my ugly mug is back on YouTube yet again. Now I am going to clean this carburetor, and I will make sure that that ends up in episode 3, but I really got to get editing this video. So thank you very much. Please give us a thumbs up if you liked this video, and please watch the first episode. You know, this episode really doesn't make sense if you didn't watch the first one. So again, thank you very much. I'm going to go clean the carburetor, and we will see you in episode 3.